What goes down during a coronation? What happens behind the scenes? Why does King Charles need it? Isn't he already the king? Also, how much money is being spent on the coronation ceremony? These are some basic questions that come to one's mind when they think of an event like this. And if you are one of them and are confused about what the coronation really is, we've got you covered in our next report.
In September 2022, upon the death of Queen Elizabeth, Charles succeeded his mother to become UK's new monarch. All of 73 years of age, he also became the oldest person ever to accede to the British throne.
My lords, ladies and gentlemen, it is my most sorrowful duty to announce to you the death of my beloved mother, the Queen.
8 months on, he is set to be officially crowned as the king. In an extravagant coronation ceremony, which will be held on the 6th of May. But what exactly is this ceremony? Why does Charles need it if he's already king? How much money is being spent on the event? And how is London preparing for it? We decided to find out. We travelled across the length and width of London to gather every piece of information about the event. We started with the obvious question. What is a coronation? Well, the word itself is derived from the Latin word corona, meaning crown. But it's much more than literally placing the crown on the sovereign's head. It's a symbolic coming together of the monarchy, the church, and the state. A ritual during which the monarch makes vows to protect both the god and the country.
Some experts say a coronation is similar to a wedding, but instead of a spouse, the monarch is getting married to the state. How exactly? Well, the 2,000 people who will witness the coronation in person will be asked if they recognize him as the monarch, after which he will be given the coronation ring and asked to swear an oath.
Next question. Why does Charles need a coronation? Isn't he already the UK's monarch? Well, he is. But this ceremony is needed to formalize the transfer of title and powers to him through an oath. A promise to uphold law, justice and mercy, as fundamental things matter.
Coronation ceremonies in the UK have changed little over the past 1,000 years. By law, there is no need for such a ceremony as the monarch in a way takes over the role after the death of the predecessor automatically, but they are a symbolic gesture symbolizing the commitment of the monarch to the role.
So how long will the ceremony be? Well, Charles's coronation is expected to be shorter than his mother's 7 decades ago. Back then, the ceremony, which was the first live royal event to be televised, ran for more than 3 hours. This time, many experts are suggesting it's likely to be closer to 2 hours. And what about the crown? Which crown will the king wear? Well, there are 2 of them. The first is the St. Edward's crown, which will be used at the exact moment of crowning. The second is the Imperial State crown, which will be worn after the spiritual events of the ceremony. Next question. Will there be a procession? This is a royal celebration. Of course there's a procession. In fact, there will be 2 through the streets of the British capital on Coronation Day. One will take the king to be crowned, and after the service there'll be a larger parade back to Buckingham Palace, where the monarch and members of the royal family will make a balcony appearance and watch it fly past. And last but not the least, how much money will this event cost? Well, it'll be a party fit for a king, with an envious price tag to match.
The king's coronation is set to cost millions, and it falls on the taxpayer to foot the bill. While no budget has been revealed for the occasion, some predictions suggest that it could cost Britain somewhere between 50 to 100 million euros. And while that does sound like a lot, it's way less than what the previous monarchs have spent on their crowning.
So the countdown has begun. All eyes are on May 6th as Charles gets crowned and the sound of God Save the King echo across the United Kingdom. Here's hoping the sound doesn't get overshadowed by the thunderous rancor of Not My King protests. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.